Welcome back to the Chantè Diaries. If you are new here, hey, hi, hello, and welcome. And if you are returning, thank you so much for continuing to rock with your girl. Today, we're talking about things I no longer apologize for. Yeah. So go ahead and get you a drink, get comfortable, because we finna get into it. Okay? Okay. So after everything that has happened in the last month or so, I have been reflecting on things, right? And it just keeps coming back about the things that I no longer apologize for. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna do a video because I know there are some people who still are struggling with apologizing for things that don't need to be apologized for. So let's get into it. Okay? Thing number one, putting my family first. And honestly, this one feels super relevant right now. I used to literally feel bad anytime my family needed me, but it affected something else. Like if, I had plans to go do X, Y, and Z with someone and something happened with the kids, or I no longer had a babysitter, or like whatever the case was, I would feel bad. But at the end of the day, what can you do? You know what I'm saying? Some things just require you to have to adjust. And if that means we have to reschedule our plans, then we just have to reschedule our plans. But the problem with that is some people they're not okay with that. There's a problem. You know what I'm saying? Some people are like chill, like, oh, you got to do what you got to do. That's cool. We can link up another time. It ain't no big deal. But some people are like, oh my God, like you can't figure out another thing or another way, or you don't have to be there. This person can be there, your mom, your like who, like whatever, but it's my family. Yes, I still need to be there. My family is my priority, always has been, will forever be. And I'm not apologizing for that anymore. If putting the people you love the most first requires an apology, you're around the wrong people. So yeah, I've stopped apologizing for that and it feels a whole lot better. Number two, I've stopped apologizing for not having it all together. Yes, I'm a human person. Whoop-de-doo. Okay? Whoop-de-doo. I'm human. I make mistakes. I look crazy sometime, most of the time, okay? Hair toe up, baby. And so there's this pressure, especially when you're doing content, to always be on. You always got to have your hair done. You always got to be shiny. You always got to have your nails done. You always got to be dressed right. It's just, okay, it's just always something. You always have to have the look. You know what I'm saying? Like you always got to be together, to always look like you have it all figured out, to be inspiring and motivating and perfect. I am probably only inspiring, maybe sometimes motivating, but perfect, child, put it in the trash. Put it in the trash, because I'm definitely not that. But life doesn't work that way. Sometimes things fall apart. Sometimes you're just surviving. Sometimes the house is a mess. You're in 3-day-old hair. Okay? 3 days is generous. Okay? Because I will wear the same ponytail for 3 months. What are we talking about? Obviously, it's not going to just, be that one ponytail because, frizz and things. But yeah, I'll brush it all back. It'd be 90 days. And you'd be like, girl, you still wearing that ponytail? Yes. Because what's it tell you? What's it tell you? Okay? I didn't have the energy to do anything else. And unless you coming over here to whip it up, give me a good 90s do, stop pressing me. God. And honestly, I used to feel like I had to hide that. Like I needed to show up being perfect, which is a part of the reason why the Chantè Diaries even became a thing. Because I was like, you know what? I like my YouTube channel. I do. I like what I do. And I don't want to have the pressure to show up and just be like, ooh, girl, your lips, and ooh, you wore lashes, and my nails, and like all the things. I don't want to show up like that. There is sometimes I just don't want to show up. I want to show up like this. Bare face, thick, bifocal glasses, hair look like, don't worry about it, it's a little far back. Okay, so you can't tell how bad it really looked, but it's a mess. Okay, because I was literally thinking about taking it out last night, and I was like, oh, wait. I gotta record. So let me leave it in for another day. But right now it looks like foolery. All right? And that's okay because where are we? We're on the Chantè Diaries. Okay? I'm gonna come looking like this because, I'm regular. It's a lot of people who aren't regular. You know what I'm saying? And that's them and that's okay. That's how they live and that's wonderful. I have no beef with that whatsoever. But over here, yeah, it's giving basic. Okay. Will I ever have my nails done? Sure, yeah. Will my hair ever be top notch? Absolutely. I will have those days where, it's laid and flipped and all the things. But it's not constant, and I don't feel the pressure to have to come to this channel and be that. You know what I'm saying? So with all that being said, if you are looking for someone that has it together all the time, baby, this is not the channel for you. This is not the channel for you. This is not the glitz and glam of America channel. But I do appreciate you being here. If you decide to no longer be here, there is no hard feelings. We're just not for each other, and that's okay. Letting go of the pressure of being top model ready is so freeing because I can just show up how I feel. You know what I'm saying? There is no major prep. I can just come and talk to y'all like we're best friends. I can just come talk to y'all like we're all in the same room. And I'm like, girl, let me tell you what happened today because it was disgusting. Like, or, whatever. Girl, go get you some popcorn because you're going to hear about this. I got tea, okay? Yeah. So if you're sitting there and, you have these thoughts of, oh, I don't have it all together. I'm failing, blah, blah, blah. Girl, stop. You are a human person, okay? Show up as you are. If you are starting a YouTube channel or if you are already, YouTubing it up and you feel like you need to make a switch, do it. Because everybody wants to see the most authentic version of you. And that's it. That's all. Number 3, I've stopped apologizing for needing rest. Rewind it back to when I said I'm human. Rewind it back to when I said I'm human, okay? Baby, I have 5 children. 1 in college, and my youngest one will be 2 in May. I'm tired, okay? I homeschool my babies, okay? I am running a business, okay? I am recording for 2 YouTube channels, and I have a podcast. I'm tired, okay? But let's not forget, I'm a wife too, okay? So I'm out here momming, wifing, businessing, grilling. Okay, like, let me rest. Give me 5 minutes, okay? Because I'm human. Golly. People act like because you're a woman, you just gonna do stuff. Like we don't break. We do break. We break because we're human people. The problem is a lot of us don't schedule time to just sit with ourselves, to just sit with the Lord. We take on a lot, we do a lot, we just a lot all the time. And sometimes we have to sit down before we're made to sit down. What I mean by that is we end up sick, stressed, exhaustion. You know what I'm saying? We have to take time for us. It doesn't have to be like, a week vacation in Bali. If you can, go do it. But it's not necessary. You know what I'm saying? You can take a couple hours out of a day. If you don't have no money, that's fine. Just be alone. Read a good book. Soak in the tub. You don't have a tub? Get in the shower and just stand there. Okay? Let the hottest of the hot water just take over. Get a good body wash. Okay? Like, light some candles. Just make to just get you some good breathing exercises. You know what I'm saying? It don't have to be much, but take breaks and stop apologizing for needing to take a break, or 2, or 12, or 50, or a million, whatever. What we fail to realize is rest is not a luxury. It's a necessity. You can't pour from an empty cup. You can't show up for anyone if you are running on fumes. Remember that. Thing number 4, I've stopped apologizing for my priorities shifting. This pretty much ties into everything that I've said previously, but I felt like it needed its own little moment. What mattered to me 5 years ago doesn't matter to me today. What I prioritized last year, I'm not prioritizing today. My goals have changed. My focus has changed. What I'm even willing to give my energy to has changed. And I used to feel guilty about that, like I was inconsistent or like I was flaky, like I should stick to whatever I said I was going to do forever. It's kind of like loyalty. You know how you say you ride or die for someone till the wheels fall off? In theory, it sounds great. But what happens when you grow and they stay there? We all grow and evolve at some point in time, and some people don't. Even though there's some part of them that kind of wants to, but they stand on this how I am. This how I am. Well, you be that, but I'm not that anymore. And then it makes you look like you're disloyal, like you're the problem. But if, we was out here robbing banks together and I decided one day I want better for myself, this ain't how I want to live, you get the right to do that. Your priorities ain't trying to make a quick buck no more and scheming and trying to figure it out like that. You like, you know what? I'm going to go to school, or I'm going to get a trade, or whatever. And you make money how you make it this way. You don't have to stay loyal to something or someone that's not where you at anymore. And that's okay. So if you're shifting right now, that's okay. If what used to matter doesn't matter anymore, that's okay. If you're letting go of old goals, or if you're moving in a different direction, that's all okay. You're not being inconsistent. You're not being flaky. You're not being disloyal. You're growing. You're evolving. You're maturing. Once I let go, everything seemed clearer. I felt like I knew who I was. Just honestly, I felt a weight kind of just right off me, because I'm not carrying that no more. I don't care what you feel about me. I don't care what you think, your thoughts, blah, 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 all of that. As long as I feel like I'm making the best decision for me, then it is what it is. Woo, child. Woo. So those are 4 things I've stopped apologizing for, okay? Putting my family first, no guilt, just priority. Not having it all together because real life is messy, needing rest, and my priority shifting because growth means change. Letting go of those apologies has been the best change I've made in my life thus far. So here's my question for you. What have you stopped apologizing for, or what do you plan to stop apologizing for? Drop it in the comments, because I feel like a lot of us need permission to stop apologizing for being human. You don't owe anyone an apology for taking care of yourself, for having needs, or for growing, for changing, or for being human. Stop apologizing for existing. You deserve to take up space. You're allowed to evolve, and you're allowed to choose you. That's it for this entry. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.